Hey, welcome back. I'm Gary with Inspected More. You know, we teased it a little bit earlier today. Congratulations, you're a new homeowner. But guess what? Now you have things like home maintenance that you're going to have to deal with. One of those things is the furnace filter. Now, before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We want you to reach out to us, let us know what you think. And every time we post a new video, you'll be notified because you're a subscriber and we value you being here. So let's get started and we'll talk about filters. All right, so I'm going to start off by correcting myself on something I already said. I said furnace filter. This is a combined unit, something that is cooling you in the summer months and keeping you warm in the winter months. A forced air system that has both the heating and the cooling parts to it. So in here, we're going to have an air filter that is getting worked year round. So we need to make sure we change this on a regular basis. Now, depending on the furnace, depending on the filter that you're using, it could be every month and it could be every 3 to 6 months, sometimes longer. Again, consult the air filter that is in your system and see what it says for the correct change cycle. Okay, now we need to figure out what size filter we need. How do we do that? So there's a lot of different methods you can do. You can go to the book. So this is a newer furnace, so it has a manual that's right here on the furnace. You can look up inside there. It'll list out what size filter you need. Everybody has the internet. You can take a look at the model number, the make. This is a Carrier unit. You can look that up, and a lot of times it'll tell you how or what size filter that you need. The easiest method, let's go to the unit and open it up and take a look. So here we go. All right, so we need to figure out what size filter we have by getting into the system. This is also how you're going to change it, and it's also how you're going to check on the status of it. So every system's a little bit different. Some of the thinner ones, they pull in and out through an opening. Some of them pop in through a grate system. With this one, this is a newer whole house system, so it is one filter for the entire house. And to get inside here, this is nice. You got a nice little handle, lift up on it, tilt it out, and voila, there is our filter. What we're seeing here is a filter that is very dirty and is desperately in need of replacement. So to figure out what size, that's real simple. It's printed right on there. You need a 20 by 25 by 4. So a 20-inch wide, 25 inches long, and 4 inches thick filter. Once again, this filter has been taken out of there, and you can see just how dirty that is. That filter is designed to take all the dirt and debris and everything out of the air instead of blowing it through the whole house. This house actually has some pets in it, lots of kids in and out, so it's kicking up a lot of dirt and everything. This filter is doing its job, but it is way beyond its useful life. It should have been changed out sooner. And again, depending on the thickness of the filter, it's going to be every 3 to 6 months. The smaller, narrower filters that are only a ½ inch to an inch thick, you really want to change those out probably once a month, if not more. And again, depends on your house and what your situation is. Knowing how to keep an eye on this and check them out is a great thing. Now, to replace this, we're going to go with a new filter that I picked up a little bit ago. I am not endorsing any brands or anything along those lines. I am simply showing you the way that you change out the filter. You choose what's best for you and your family. They're all rated a little bit differently. There's a rating system. Read the package, understand it. And again, this is a 20 by 25 by 4, so it's listed right on here. We're changing this with something that's going to filter out all that pet dander and different debris in the air. So here we go. All right, before we actually go to the next step of installing the filter, what I want to do right now is I want to take a look at the inside of this housing, make sure I don't see any damage with the squirrel cage inside there. That's this area here that's actually blowing the air through the house. I want to clean everything out, make sure it's good and clean and ready to go. So again, I'm getting out that dirt, so I'm not blowing it through the system, and I'm not going to clog the new air filter when I put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cleaned out now. All right, clean enough to eat upon. Well, maybe not quite, but close. So we're gonna go ahead and install the new filter. You'll notice here that there's an arrow to show you which way the air flows. The filter is actually put on a ramp here, leans in there, and is where the air is actually entering or coming back from the house. It's pulled down, goes in through a squirrel cage, and then up through either the heating units or the cooling units, and passes up and does its job. That is, depending on the season. So the air filter is actually slid into place just like that. Now you want to make sure that it's back in there, it's seated properly. And again, the airflow is critical. So you can see, hopefully right here, oh, right there, the airflow is showing that it's going right directly that direction. All right, and the final thing you need to do in changing out your air filter is put the cover back on. It's that simple. Even one-handed, I can, voila. So hopefully you know where your filter is. It's something as a new homeowner you're gonna need to do at least several times a year, 3 to 6 months, depending on the filter, as I talked about earlier. Hopefully your home inspector, we do this at Inspected More. We make sure that our buyers understand where all the different components and different systems are. Hopefully yours did the same for you. If not, reach out to us and we'll see what we can do to help you. Once again, I'm Gary with Inspected More. Please like and share our page. Subscribe so that when we post new videos and new details, you'll be notified right away. Until next time, enjoy that house and we'll see you soon.